Bismillah, Assalamu alaikum. Hoi Somali. Kusodo tirada, which is numbers in Somali. So before I start, I want to go to the notes section, which is the bottom part. I made 3 points here that I need to clarify before I start get to the numbers. Point number 1 is there are two ways of saying Somali numbers in the word form, starting from 11 to 99. So when somebody see example 11 to 19 in the center of this video. So for example, when we saying, even in any language, like there is once you pass number 10, you end up talking about the number places, like the 10th place and the ones place. If you know math, you will understand where I'm coming from. So then some languages, they switch that around in the word form, not in the writing form, but in the word form when they're saying it. Somali have similar thing, so they switch around 10th and the ones place for numbers starting from 11 to 99. For example, they will say ko iyo toban, which is 1 and 10. Somali speak in terms of sum when it comes to numbers. So 10 and 1 make 11. So ko iyo and 10. So ko iyo toban. Another way of saying that is putting the 10th number before the ones number and saying toban iyo ko, 10 and 1. Does that make sense? So let's go to 12. So they will go, one option is to say labo iyo toban, 2 and 10. Another option is to say 10 and 2, which is toban iyo labo, which is 12. So it's just a matter of switching it around. So that depending in some areas in Somalia, like one way over the other, so it's area based. But at the end of the day, all Somalis understand each other. Okay, Mama. I also want to mention that Somalians, I'm speaking in English. Not that I love Somali and that's why I'm investing in this. It's my language. I'm trying to keep a more making it easy for people who lost their language to learn or retain. So inshallah, I want to mention that that's why I'm speaking English. Okay, let's go to number 2. There are many the notes section on the bottom. There are many ways of saying 1 in Somali, but when you're counting though, you always have to use the ko. Say ko. You don't say hal or habad or mid. You say ko. Okay. And ordinal numbers, you also use co-add, which is co-add, which is co. But when it comes to so let's say number 2 in the notes section, you have hal, habad, and mid. They all mean 1 in terms of English. But when do you use hal, habad, mid? They used to for items and things and people. Habad normally is never used for humans or animals. It's more used for non-living things. But hal mainly for living things. So, like if I say one man, I would say hal nin. But when I want to say one of the men, I'll say mit kamida, mit. So it just depends. It's a context specific. I'm not going to go into that. But remember, another way of saying ko is hal, habad, amamid. Okay, what's left? Number 3, a note section. Ordinal numbers. Just add to the number. For example, kobat, labat, etc. So if we have Saddeh and I want to say he got the 3rd place, in Somali I'll say Saddehad. Kalinta Saddehad means the 3rd place, Saddehad. If I want to say Sagashan is 99th position, I'll say 2 ways, remember? Sagashan iyo sagalaad. Add, you see, which is 99. Or sagal iyo sagashanaad. So just that's something you'll get to know more, but it's just this is to give you summary or introduction of variation in Somali numbers and counting. So inshallah, I also want to mention, so we'll get to the counting. First, I'll count 1 to 19 in one way and then the other way. And then I will introduce you to the main numbers like 10, 20, 30, 40, etc. At the end. And the pattern of, like if I want to say 101, I will go Pokoliko, So it's the same pattern. You can just know the root number and just play around with it, what you have. There's nothing missing from this slide. So inshallah, let's start. Ko, labo, sadeh, afar, shan, lih, todobo, sideed, sagaal, toban, kow iyo toban, laba iyo toban, saddex iyo toban, afar iyo toban, shan iyo toban, lix iyo toban, toddoba iyo toban, sideed iyo toban, sagaal iyo toban. And haddaan ku celiyo, if I repeat in the other form I was telling you, it's going to be the first part is same. Kow, labo, saddex, afar, shan, lix, toddoba, sideed, sagaal, toban. toban iyo kow, toban iyo labo, toban iyo saddex, toban iyo afar, toban iyo shan, toban iyo lix, toban iyo toddoba, toban iyo sideed, toban iyo sagaal. There you go. So I also want to mention number 0 in Somali is eber. I didn't add to the counting, but it's there at the beginning before number 1. It's eber. It also means empty. Okay, so let's go to the count by tens kind of. 10, which means toban, labatan, soddon, afartan, konton, lixdan, toddobaatan, sideetan, sagaashan, boqol, which is 100, and you have kun, 1,000, which means 1,000, and millions. Somalians, anything more than millions, they like to say kumanyal, which is thousands, and it's a fact, it's thousands. So that's all I want to say. Inshallah, I'm a mom, I have kids, so as I record, this is a bit of so much going on in the house, so inshallah, be patient with me. I'm planning to make a more, this was just introduction slide, but in the future I'll make more like child friendly, like younger age, where they're easy to count. Like let's say I'll start from 1 to 10 and they will be easy to follow it, and it'll be just more friendly in a bigger writing. But this is just for introduction and for also all the young adults and teenagers that really want to get to know their language and they don't have resources, inshallah. Okay, so this is an extension also of a book I'm working on, so it's just I'm just providing people oral version of what's written that's to come. So that's it, I think. And the other thing I want to mention is, yes, languages work differently. Respect each language the way it comes, and don't try to get lost in translation. If someone say 10 and 2 and it means 12 for them, if you literally translating it in English too, it doesn't make sense. But in Somali, when you sing in that language, it's beautiful and it makes sense. So please respect that, inshallah. So take care. We'll go to the next slide. Okay. So assalamu alaikum. Nagala xiriir Hooyo Somali. Subscribe, follow, and share Hooyo Somali on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Jazakallah khair.